Hey rum fans, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be looking at Ron Colon Salvadoreno, their high proof rum, to see whether this can play in Jamaica's playground, to see whether I'm going to enjoy sipping this neat, and to see whether this works in a one rum Mai Tai. Let's dive in and find out. Now, if you're a loyal viewer of mine, you'll know that Ron Colon have featured a few times over the last sort of few weeks, and actually over the last few months in this. I'm really excited about this brand. I'm not saying this is one for the rum connoisseurs. I'm not saying these are out and out sipping rums, but from a bartender's point of view that loves making drinks and cocktails, I am super excited about this brand. You might be able to see them sort of at the side of the camera there. We've got what, 2, 4, 6, we've got 7 of their rums here. This is the one that I think would kind of work in this category. Remember, this is El Salvador rum, but actually with a high amount of Jamaican rum in it, both unaged rum and actually I think it's a 6-year-old aged rum that goes in here. Now I'll link to a video in the description where I've had Max on recently to chat about the whole brand, so you can get the behind the scenes of Ron Colon the Salvadoreno. But for now, let's dive in. Let's give you the price comparison and then my tasting notes. Now remember, this is the high proof, not the normal 40. It's not even 40, it's 40.5, not the 40.5. I might get a little taster out of this in a bit. We shall see how this goes. But this is the high proof, the 111 proof, 55.5%. Now, I know from neat tasting, I've got very, very high hopes for this. But price-wise, let's do the price comparison. And this is, we've had it confirmed by Max, this is in 70 plus markets around the world. It is in the US, so it should be not super easy, but quite achievable to get hold of this if it performs really well. So price-wise, UK price, we're talking £39.94 from my good friends at Master of Malt. Again, you will have to order this online if you are in the UK. You won't be able to get this in bottle shops, not like the US and places like that where they have places like Total Wine. We are very much online orders in the UK. So $39.95, say, from my friends Master of Malt. That translates to $50.86, so rounded up $51, and then probably rounded up again 47 euros, but 46.67 euros. Now, as I reacquaint myself with this rum, again, you know, if you were smelling this blind, Jamaica. In fact, that's what most people got from that live, that most of my members got from that live tasting. Jamaica. You smell that, that is exactly what you expect a Jamaican rum to smell like. Way more funk, way more pungency, way more ripe banana than Appleton or anything like that. Is it out there in Hamden terms? Probably not. Does Zymaca potentially punch a little bit more in Jamaican funk? Maybe. But you are still not mistaking that for, even though there's blends of El Salvador rum in there, you are still not mistaking the sort of high percentage of Jamaican rum in that. And for me, this really does play at the fruitier end of the playground. You know, I'm getting pineapples, I'm getting bananas, I'm getting all shades of sort of tropical fruit off that. The nose is very deceptive because I'm smelling this and I know it's strong. I know it's 55.5% or 111 proof. I know that. But I wouldn't pick that from the nose. And this is the thing that I kind of want to preface this video with, because I'm not thinking about this in neat sipping world now, in rum, you know, rum drinkers world. I'm thinking of this in cocktail world, in bartender mode. In bartender mode, I'm smelling this and I'm super excited about this because I'm just thinking of all the nuances this will bring to different cocktails. Some of my favorite cocktails where this will be interchangeable. It'll just be fantastic. So this is why I'm excited about this brand, not because I think it is the best brand of rum out there. There is just something about the rums that they have created. They are rums for bartenders. They are rums for cocktails. And boy, do they deliver. So just to finish the nostril test off, yes, fruit. I'm not going to go over that again. Plenty of fruit. Yes, a little bit sort of Jamaican funk. As I say, I still think the Hamden, I still think the Zymaca, maybe the Smith & Cross punch out a little bit more. But this definitely delivers more fruit than the Smith & Cross. We've got vanilla notes on there. We've got the woods, the barrel aging on there. We've got a slight sort of caramel note to it as well. But I think for me, to pinpoint why I'm so excited is that this just smells like an intermediate funky fruit bomb in the way that Smith & Cross doesn't. Smith & Cross delivers in funky kind of banana bomb. This delivers in funky fruits. In tasting, oh wow, that is delicious. I love that. This is going to be such a hard one for me because I'm a little bit biased towards the brand because I know I've already played. I know what this can bring. I haven't done a one Rum Mai Tai yet, but I know what this can bring. But we've got, I wouldn't say it's the most refined for sipping neat. I'm still not convinced I would pick this to sip neat, if you know what I mean. But it has got, and that's that sort of, again, I'm using the word unrefined, but it's not as much as all rums are created to be able to drink neat. I don't think this is created with the vision of sipping neat. I think this is created with the vision of this is going to be a great cocktail rum. We have got the banana. The banana is the first fruit that delivers. But I've almost got this sort of rough and ready spice from the barrel aging, from the wood note in there. It kind of delivers a little bit of chocolate on the back there. So roll that over the tongue and bring some saliva into the mix. That's when the pineapple comes out to play. You know, when I'm looking for rums for cocktails, I don't necessarily want an out and out fruit bomb from the taste. I want something that's going to deliver. And I think this potentially will do. It's got that lovely kind of vanilla sort of roundedness to it. It's not overly sweet by any stretch of the imagination. There's a little bit of sweetness there, but not too much. But there is this just playful banana kind of, again, I'm going to go, I really don't know how to describe this at the moment, but I'm going that sort of musty fruit. Again, it's not proper juicy out in your face like some of the rums I've featured recently, but the fruit is there, but it's sort of dialed back. That I'm just calling it musty fruit. But I tell you, when you bring plenty of saliva into that, boy, does the pineapple really come out. Really come out. If you just sip it, put it on your tongue and then swallow it, it is banana forward. But when you mix saliva with it, it is proper pineapple forward. That, for me personally, is actually really delicious. I understand that rum drinkers will probably want a lot more, but for me, I really do appreciate that. That is superb. And I've just had to pour myself a little bit more of the Compagnie de Indies. This is the 40, straight 40. Is it 40? I've forgotten. It's the 5-year-old, isn't it? 43%. And again, you know, I've had some rums down here. I think I've been spoilt by that Hamden because actually none of these compete with that Hamden. And I've got a really tough decision to make because, you know, that is lovely to sip neat. It's just the price of that. And I think if money was absolutely no object, I don't think that would even get a look in. I really don't. But I'm looking for something that I enjoy to sip neat. And I generally don't know how to play it. I really don't. I'm so in the fence with this. But to kind of, the whole reason I got this out was because I get the fruit comparisons are very similar. I just get a more rounded honey vibe coming off the Compagnie de Indies compared to the Ron Colon. So if I wanted something to sip neat, that is still quite mild. It is 43% compared to 55.5. But I would potentially, for when I like to sip neat rum, I would still potentially kind of go in that kind of guise. But part of me, I don't know, perhaps I should just stop being tight and perhaps that should be my neat sipping rum. But look, basically how to sum this up. Does that compete with that? No. It doesn't. And I've been honest here, nothing I've had so far competes with that. It is just the price that puts me off for neat sipping and as a cocktail and as an all-rounder. That is superb. Neat sipping and cocktails is an all-rounder. It's just that price. Now we get onto the one Rum Mai Tai test, and this is actually quite interesting because, again, proper ratios, as I've done for all the other videos, you know, there's no unfair advantages. That is actually not performing as well as I was expecting it to. Again, it's unbalanced. It is almond forward, it is citrus forward, and it's kind of, the rum itself is just not balancing that out. And even if I've got a sneaky suspicion, even if I add a little bit more, so I've kind of done what I've the same sort of ratios I did for the Smith & Cross and all those sort of 53, very, very similar to the 63% as the white overproofs. and now it punches out too much in rum. Just for me, it is these two. It's a one rum Mai Tai is those two in perfect harmony. You know, you can just do your standard measures without playing about too much with either of those two, and they just work beautifully. This rank, so this is bottle kill. I haven't replaced this. It's completely empty. But the Worthy 109 is just, it is leaps and bounds ahead of the Ron Colon. Now that's not been having a downer on this, because I know there are still plenty of use cases for this, and this is going to go on and on and on. I think this is going to be a great rum for me to play about with, but with a one rum Mai Tai, and actually is a neat sipping rum. I am still kind of in that camp. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit deflated. I thought that was going to perform a lot better. But I've still got another quirky contender coming up in the next video.